Well, I was walking across here the other night, and it was about 2 hours before dark. It was really quite bright. And all of a sudden, a deer popped out of that little round bed in front of our last window there in the mudroom. It just blasted out of that bushes, and it ran across this thing. Now, there's a little drainage pipe in there. There's a stump in there. There's some daylilies, and there's a landscape light. Somehow it tripped, and it landed in the road. And this is about a 70-pound female yearling doe, and she hit the ground. All her legs were under the ground except her right front leg, and that was sticking out. She was a bit stunned, and I'm going to back up just a little bit because I was about right here. My bride is in the cottage, so what I decided to do was call her on the cell phone, tell her to look out the window. About the time she was getting ready to pick up the phone, the deer jumped up, ran crashing through those bushes, and went down the side there and went out of sight. So I came across the street and got my bride and said, "You won't believe it," and told her the story. So I told her to go down next to the neighbor's property, and I would walk down along this edge, and maybe she could see the deer when it got up. And so she went down here, and she was standing this side of that big fern under the flag, and I left her there, and I came back up here and went behind this barn, and I walked down through this stuff, and my intention was to go through there, but it was so thick that I decided not to. So then I came around here, and she said she didn't see anything. And so I told her to go down and stand by that tree, and that I would go back up this way and walk down through where the wellhead is. And maybe the deer would run across this opening. Well, I walked down in there until it got sort of thick, and the deer wasn't there. And the neighbor had come out, and we told him what it was. And so we started walking up the hill, and my bride was in front of me, and she was walking up here like this, and she got right here and stopped, and the deer was laying right there facing the road away from her on the ground. She motioned me to come over here, and then she said something, and when she did, the deer jumped up and went out and made a left-hand turn, and that's the last we saw of it. But that was quite unusual for a deer in the daylight.